Chop Chop, top of the evening. Boxers, Model, etc. Model King Boxing presents Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. Teofimo Lopez being an orthodox boxer who has lineal championships, and you have Shakur Stevenson, who also has lineal championships in the weight division, taking on each other. Shakur Stevenson is a southpaw versus the orthodox Teofimo Lopez. Right after this intro, let's get it.
Purchase your tracks today.
Perhaps you should have a war tomorrow when you're under arrest. I should have you whipped for your impudence. Perhaps you should fight. Achilles. Achilles. Look at the men's faces. You can save hundreds of them.
Checking online, I seen that Shakur Stevenson was sparring Ressa, the GOAT. I felt that to be quite entertaining because they're both elite boxers. And then we have Teofimo Lopez, the orthodox boxer, taking on Shakur Stevenson January 31st. This fight is going to actually end January in fireworks. It's actually the last day of January, the 31st, that this fight will be taking place. And I tell you, I couldn't be more happy for people as fans to get to watch these two guys go at it. Like I said, Teofimo Lopez is the orthodox boxer, and Shakur Stevenson is a southpaw boxer. You know, everyone likes to get caught up in the mix about, the weight difference. Like, I don't really see a big difference. 135 and 140, there's no difference. To me, they're both junior welterweights. You know, they say that they super lightweights, the division that they in 140. I call those the junior welterweight divisions. That's what they are to me. So, and this is like for, I think this is going to be for, maybe it's for, is this for Teofimo Lopez's WBO World Super Lightweight title, they call it, but it's really the WBO Junior Welterweight title because Devin Haney's a division up, which is the welterweights. So it's going to be an interesting class, ladies and gentlemen. I look back at some of Teofimo Lopez's competition. You know, he fought the guys like Josh Taylor, who I felt like was washed up because I remember when Josh Taylor faced Regis Prograis, and that was actually a war back then. That's when all of the divisions had a lot of good boxers in it. You know, had the likes of, on his way towards Shakur Stevenson, before Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez fought the likes of Richard Comey, who had a good record, Vasily Lomachenko, and then he fought George Kambosos. These guys, to me, were still contenders in a sense. Vasily Lomachenko really didn't fight nobody yet. He was just a hype job. You know, they made him out to be something that he wasn't. Yeah, he was a good boxer. He wasn't a great boxer because every time he faced turmoil, he couldn't get over the hump when he faced someone his size or bigger. So I say all this to compare Shakur Stevenson's resume to a Teofimo Lopez and why I think he'll beat Teofimo Lopez. Because when you think about it, I feel like Shakur's resume is a lot stronger and more experienced involved. I'd like to start right here when I first started watching Shakur Stevenson box. He fought a guy named Jeremiah Nakatilia, who was 21-1. With he was 21-1, but he had one loss, and he lost to Shakur Stevenson. So then he fought him, and that was like a good fox where I could see Shakur Stevenson's footwork was he had good footwork. And then I looked at another fight when he fought Jamel Herring, and to me that was like when I started really thinking he was a dominant boxer, because he basically made Jamel Herring, who was an Army veteran, who basically had a lot of discipline, and Shakur Stevenson picked him apart. He took his belt and picked him apart. And he did it in spectacular fashion. He didn't knock him out, but it was a one-sided beating of a guy who had an elite belt. And so on and so on. You know, he fought Jermaine Ortiz, another guy who wasn't that, spectacular. Not a dog, really. Then he fought Arnold Barbosa, and we all know Arnold Barbosa was trash. He lost to he actually lost to when he faced a guy recently. Arnold Barbosa lost to someone named McComb, I believe, and that was like in New York on the same card Devin Haney was on where he got robbed that same night because Ryan Garcia was on Peds. And there you have it, my breakdown prediction of what I think is going to happen during this fight.
Purchase
I
your
think
tracks
that
today.
Shakur Stevenson is going to win by unanimous decision, or he might possibly get Lopez so frustrated that he might knock him out like he did Yoshino. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. January 31st.
Perhaps we should have a war tomorrow when you're better rested. I should have you whipped for your impudence. Perhaps you should fight. Take it easy. Take it easy. Look at the men's faces. You can save hundreds of them. You can end this war with a swing of your sword. Imagine a king who fights his own battles. Wouldn't that be a sight? Wonder. The warlord's loved by the gods. I hate him.
Purchase your tracks today.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Who are you, soldier? Achilles, son of Paris.